Right, there we go. Finally. How are we doing, guys? I hope you're keeping well. For any of you who are watching, probably very few of you, I thought I'd make another video, bit more long form again, and more just, I think, a little personal rant that I don't know why it bothers me, but I thought that I want to talk about it anyway. Now, what bothers me is when people say science-based lifting. I saw someone else make a video. I didn't watch the video, but I just saw it come up, and it reminded myself of the same thing of like people who are so religious by saying science-based lifting. Like, what's the science? Now, I can fucking almost guarantee that the people who are so science-based probably don't fucking read the science. It's just a cool term to market to people. Now, like, science-based, where are you getting this information from? So, the best way to make a program, or to be a coach, or to even like for yourself, even just for yourself, for your own programming, is scientific guidance. It's not about scientific based, because oftentimes your client cannot reproduce the same effects as they have in a controlled experiment. The world doesn't work like that. And if you're not gonna, an experiment is repeatable, as you learn in fucking school. But if your client isn't following the same fucking study that you are, let's say, I'll give you the benefit of that, you actually have a study on a training method that you want to use on your clients, and you've got your client doing exactly the same as what they were doing on the study. Well, most likely, they're not going to be doing exactly what they fucking did in the fucking study, because they don't have the same environment. They're not being, they're not controlling their diet as much as they're fucking telling you. They're not sleeping as much as they're telling you. They're probably not drinking enough water as they're fucking telling you. They're probably skipping their fucking accessories. Most people, there's a huge divide. Like, most clients won't tell you a full picture on something. There is going to be a little bit of not miscommunication, but a bit of like little, things gone untold. Like, so if you can't 100% replicate what you're trying to preach with your client, then it's not going to fucking work, is it? It's just not the same fucking experiment. But secondly, right, you've got to also remember who made the study. This is so fucking important. This is so important, because I can throw anyone into a room and say that it's my fucking study of my company, and it just so happens to be aligned with a certain product that I so happen to be selling. There's or some kind of program or something like that. Let's say, let's kind of reverse engineer this. I want a program to sell to people. How do I prove to people that it's okay? Well, do you know what I'll do? I'll kind of make a study, right? And I'll get people to make progress on it and say, oh, well, because they were doing my program is clinically proven to get better strength and power, let's say, for powerlifting. Well, probably not, because that is the highlight of the fucking study doesn't mean that that's the cause of their progress. It's called guidance. You look at the information and get guided. Not only that, but I can force the results I want if I want them. It depends who's behind it. You don't know. So let's say for the supplement industry is fucking egregious. If it so happens to be the people who are doing the study are also the people who own the fucking supplement that they're trying to fucking push. This was a massive thing, years ago, is that, this study, this proves that it's better for you. But the people who did the fucking study were the people who fucking owned it. So it means nothing. It doesn't fucking mean much. It's the same. You had the same with the fucking tobacco industry. You had the same with fucking meat and fucking dairy industry. And there's everyone fucking lies. You have the same with the vegan industry. But they all fucking lie. It's all a massive fucking lie. So you just got to be a bit more competent when it comes to looking at data and going, right, don't just look at the study and go, oh, people did X and got Y results. You got to think, right, what actually did they do? And how does that also cross-reference to other studies that have done the same thing? Where are their correlations? So, you know, are they untrained individuals? Are they experienced individuals? Is it the program that actually works? Or is it just because they're new to the gym, therefore they're liable to change no matter what stimulus you give them? You know, so this whole science-based crap is just, it's fucking annoying. It's like, you're not a professor, you probably haven't fucking read any of it, and it doesn't matter if you do or not, because I don't think that's what makes coaching important, or just lifting in general important. The biggest thing when it comes to lifting is experience, just knowing that what works and what doesn't. I don't need a fucking study to tell me that, German volume training is liable to overtraining. I don't fucking need a study. If we put people through 10 sets of 10, I'm going to know they're going to be fucked. And that realistically, it's not going to be that fucking beneficial. I don't need a fucking study to tell me that, because you try it on yourself, and that's where it comes most important. Try these things on yourself. Do what works because they've worked with you and that you've tested them and you have made sure that that is a proven method. This whole shit, it just fucking really pisses me off, because there's no such thing as science-based. There's a million studies saying this program works, this program's better, this supplement's better, eating this type of food is better, no, eating this type of food is better. You could get a study to prove your point in absolutely anything you want nowadays. There's anything. But every time, what is consistent is that their training is consistent, their diet is consistent, they're sleeping, and they're drinking enough. That's like fucking it. That's like the 4 fucking pillars. That's all you fucking need. Like, after that, it's down to you. It's down to your own experience. To preach something out of a fucking book that you've never tried is not good. You can have I think someone was saying to me about the other day, saying, oh, the new meta in powerlifting is a frequency of 5 times a week for every lift. Like where are you getting this shit? Like this isn't like you've already got like the Bulgarian method, for example, which is what they did in the in the East during the fucking Soviet era and all that shit, and they'd lift every single day, but their volume would be so low and they'd be super high intensity. But the thing that people don't also take into consideration is the amount of fucking drugs they're on. Like, does anyone want to talk about that? There's so many factors, and just honestly, if something's working for you at the minute, don't fucking chop it out because you want to be on the next best study. Crap, leave it. Just leave it behind. Read it, acknowledge, maybe take some information away from it, and see how that can benefit you down the line. Don't just jump to the next fucking study because it's scientifically based. It's crap. Doesn't exist. That's my rant over. That's my steam let out. Very different than how I normally am on camera. But sometimes it takes me a few attempts in order to get a bit more relaxed on the camera. I've never been too comfortable with speaking how I like to speak in front of cameras and, to an audience that I don't know who they are. But that's all I've got to say on that, really, today. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and take it easy.